Hello guys, welcome back. We're here for another edition of how to navigate customs for newbies. I wanted to do this video a little bit earlier, but I was kind of down the last couple of days sick wise, so we're gonna do it today. And the first video was just basically going over the map so that you could see the points on the map. So now we're gonna run through the map as an offline raid, as a PMC, to show you these points. And so let's do that right now. Let's just take all my stuff off the character here. Okay, so we're going into an offline raid. Depending on where we'll start, we'll see what we have to do. And let me try to open this map up here. I guess we have to pull it across. Yeah, okay. So here's the map. This is what we talked about. We're either going to start somewhere over here, somewhere over here, and then we're going to have to navigate to the other side. Let's see how it goes. Might be pretty early, it might be a little dark. The times weren't too great for us. It was 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. Probably should have went 5 p.m., huh? Yeah, it looks. We can always back out and go back in. Okay, so perfect. So we started over here by the smokestacks. It's becoming late. So we started over here by the smokestacks. Let's pull our map up here, so you guys can see. So we're all the way on this eastern side or right side of the map. We'll call it by the silos, smokestacks. We actually spawned inside of this repair shop right here, where this green arrow is. That's where we spawned. So let's do some running and show you guys how to get through here. Okay, so spawning in here, there's a couple ways you can get out. You can obviously, this section from this side of the wall over traps you inside of here. Hey Nolan, thank you for the host, appreciate that.
Your presence has been detected and recorded. Thank you.
This side kind of traps you in to this little small, let's go look into that map again. In this area right here where this white fence is, where my mouse is, you can see you're kind of stuck in this area unless you take one of these 3 to 4 exits. Without using those 3 or 4 spots, then you're stuck in here. So we're not going to go out yet. We're going to run the backside here. Since we're over here, we're going to show you the extract ZB1011. We do not have that extract in our list, as you can see on the right-hand side, but this is where it's at. It is right in here and all the way at the end. So that'll get you out. When you spawn on the western side of the map or the other side, you will always be able to extract from there. So we're going to come across here. Bunch of buildings and warehouses that you can enter if you'd like. Let's look inside of one here for you. Okay. So we're still in that smokestacks repair yard area, smokestacks and silo area. There's a hop over a fence here, and we're going to hop over this fence just to show you the old gas station. Now right here, you're going to notice that this is another alternative extract. When that light is on, that means that extract is open. That is not an extract for us, but for other players spawning on the other side of the map would be able to use this extract at this time because that extract is open. Looks like the same. This one's called, I think, ZB 1012. There's 1011 and 1012. I think this is 1012. So that is another extract if you spawn on the other side. And then the final extract in this area as a PMC. Now we're talking PMC only because the scav extracts, there's multiple extracts that you can use as a scav. Is this old gas station is what this is called. The call out for this area is old gas. This is a PMC and a scav extract. Now, as a PMC, this extract is open when you see a green smoke nade going off on the ground right about here. It's blowing green smoke up in the air. You see that, you will notice that you can extract here. As a PMC, you actually come in here and you will head down to the bottom. Just like the other two extracts that we looked at, and you would go against this door here. And that'll take you out. Now, as a scav, it's slightly different, and I'm going to show you that since we're here. You actually have to hop in behind this blue fence and extract in this back corner here. And that back corner is your extract. All right, let's move along. Now, we're going to work our way out of this area that you're kind of trapped into by spawning on this side. And this map kind of forces you into what I would call choke points. They intentionally do that to create PvP throughout this map. So players that spawned on the western side of the map have to come through these choke points to get to here, this area that we're in to extract. And spawning on the east side of this map over here, you have to go out through these choke points to extract on the other side. So it creates that natural choke point right in the middle of the map here. This is the last two ways to get out of this area I'm going to show you right now. One way is to try to jump over those cars, and the other way is to have this key here. This key is very valuable, especially if you're into some trouble and you need to get in and out pretty quickly. Now this area we're coming into right now, this is called New Gas Station, or just Gas Station. This is a boss scav area, so Rochella and his boys could spawn in this area. And you might have to fight them in this area. This is also a pretty good area for a choke point because the player spawns are on this side of the map as well. Up in the woods in the area that I'm pointing right now. One area we're going to just run up to real quick just to show you is an area that you can use to look down upon the gas station to check to see if players or scout boss or anybody at all is there. So these rocks here are a good way to look over the gas station here. People do like to snipe you in there if you spawned in there. So keep an eye on this area if you are over there. Guys with scopes will be up here looking for you. There's also some loot crates and loot boxes underneath these power lines up here. that you can hit. So there's a spawn straight ahead, the way I'm looking over there in those trees over there. There's also one over here. So that gas station area and this train track area is another. It's very wide open, so it's hard to say it's a choke point. So we won't quite call it a choke point, but it's going to be a meeting place, because if you're coming across late because you were killing scavs or scav boss over there, there's a very good chance you're going to run into somebody coming from the other side of the map that's moving quickly in this area here. So we're just going to sprint over here to the next large point, and probably the largest point of interest on this map is what everybody refers to as the dorms. The dorms have loot in all, and a lot of the rooms. There's some form of loot, and there's also a special room in there called the marked room, which spawns some pretty good stuff. We're coming up on the dorms right now. This is what everybody calls two-story dorms, because it has 2 stories. And this over here is 3-story dorms, because it has 3 stories. It's definitely a battle area. You will fight people in here. If not at first, later on in the map, but everybody tries to come through here at one point or another when they're on this map, unless you're avoiding contact. Not all the doors open to the outside, so some doors do open, some doors do not. We'll let you find that out on your own. And then not all doors in here will open either. Some doors you do need keys to. Like this one here is the marked room. And we got a bunch of guns. All right. So the nice thing about this map is sometimes, if you have it open, there's another extract right here called the Dorms VEX extract. This is an extract, one of the very few extracts in the middle of the map. The downfall about this extract is you have to have money to take this extract, if it's available. It's showing that we can take it, but there has to be a vehicle, an SUV, a black SUV will be parked there if you could take this extract. And right now that extract is not open for us. So that is closed. We would not be able to extract here if we needed to. The next real busy area we're going to go over to is construction. Just about everybody that spawns on the west side of the map has to either pass through these dorms or pass through the construction site. The construction site is another large choke point area because there's not too many ways in and out of it. So you will see all these holes that they get you in and out of this particular area of the construction site here, but once you get in here and make a right, you're kind of trapped into this area. There's also a sniper scav that could sit at the very top of that tower up there and snipe at you, right up there. And there's also one that stands on top of this building here to snipe at you. That's a non-player character, an NPC, and he will have a sniper rifle. And if you're a PMC, he will aggro on you as soon as he sees you. This is construction. There's a quest item in here. You need to get the key. I got rid of that key as soon as I finished the quest. Free up room in my bag, in my case. We're gonna go to the top. So basically this is the construction site. You can kind of see you're boxed into this area unless you go out over here or come in over here. There's a couple holes over here that you can come in. That we call elbow. And I'll show you up here just because I don't think we're gonna run over there. But right there, that building in the middle, yeah, actually we will, because that's a unique point. Everybody refers to this little shack right here as an ice cream store, ice cream shop. It's kind of right in the middle. A lot of scavs spawn in that area. We're gonna go around the elbow here so you guys can see that. I'm not going to edit this video any or speed it up, just so that you guys can kind of see all the landmarks and everything that's inside here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, now here's another player extract. It's called RUAF Roadblock. Let's see if we have that as a possible extract. See, we do. We have RUAF Roadblock as a possible extract. And that light is on, so we could extract here if we wanted to. You see, we'll run into it, and the timer's going to come up and allow us to extract. We're not going to do that right now, because we're going to show you a little bit more of the map before we get out of here. Now, there's a few ways that you can cross this river to get across. Technically, there is 4 ways. There's this bridge right here. That's like a land bridge that comes across the water. There's this bridge right here. Another piece of land, like a land bridge that's coming across. And then there's the big main bridge. A lot of people sit on the main bridge. Ooh, I'm out of stamina. There we go. And use it to snipe the other locations. This is what we were just looking at, called Ice Cream Shop. So what a lot of guys do, if they spawn close to this bridge, they'll get up on this bridge knowing that other people are going to come across from the west side of the map here. And they have a huge vantage point, especially if you got a good scope on your gun. On all the bridges. This bridge, that bridge, if you have a scope on, and also this bridge over here, which we call Junk Bridge. Now we're going to go down to Junk Bridge because I'm going to show you one more extract over here. The extract in this far corner is called Smuggler's Extract. Now there's no stipulations on taking this extract. The only thing is it has to be there for you to use it. And again, it's not a guaranteed extract. You can see up on our top right of our screen here, it has question marks by it. So you can see the boat is there with the fire burning. So we would be able to take this extract if we wanted to get out of the map right now. Let's extract. So since we're down here, we're going to go ahead and cross the Junk Bridge. And we're going to run you to the guaranteed extracts. These next 2 extracts are always open for us. Called Crossroads and Trailer Park. Those extracts will always be available for where we spawned on this map. So as you come up here, we're coming up on this side of the bridge. We made it across without contact. Crawl under here. Okay, now we're at the western side of the map, and this is the big building. Some guys call it Big Red, some guys call it the Customs Building. This is a large quest area. A lot of scavs spawn in this area. A little crack in the wall here that you could sneak in. So, a lot of fights go down here. Mainly because one, people are killing scavs and other players hear it and come fight here. And two, there's a couple quests that need to be done in the upstairs of this customs building. There's also four to five player spawns on this side of the map. So if you start shooting right away, other players hear that and are attuned to that and want to come over and engage. At least most players do anyway. The weapons box there. This is a room that you do need a key for. It does have a couple quests in it that you'll need to complete. Also has a safe. Okay. Okay, so from here, we can either go to Crossroads, which is in this direction, or Trailer Park, which is over there. I'm going to run over to Crossroads to show you that, and then we're going to run over to Trailer Park and actually get out of this map. So basically, we're going to go through. You can take this road all the way down if you'd like. That runs you right to it. We're going to go in here just to show you this area. This is the storage buildings. Large scav spawn area. A lot of scavs spawn in here. Potential player spawn as well. But again, at this point in the raid, you probably won't see any players spawning in here, only scavs. So this right here is our extract, right at the corner here. And this would get us out of this map if we chose to leave here. And then the last and final extract that I'm going to show you is Trailer Park, which is basically just on the other side. So instead of running down that road to come to here, if you're on the other side, if we would have crossed over by our UAF roadblock, you could take this extract. And this one will get you out as well. You just go over here in the nice peaceful field, pull out your lunchbox and a blanket. Have lunch and extract. So I appreciate you guys watching this. I just needed to do this video to accompany the map video that we put together. You'll see up in the right hand corner the first video that we did in this series, part 1 of navigating customs for newbies, is going to pull up that map. So you're going to see that video up there. If you haven't watched that one, that will show you this map that we're going to pull up right here and how we navigated. And basically, if I could just run you through it from your mouse, with my mouse here, you can watch. We spawned here in the repair shop. We ran all the way behind the silos. We looked at ZB 1011, guaranteed extract from the western side of the map. We came across the smokestack. We jumped over the fence here by the bum train, and we checked out ZB 1012 extract. We went across over to old gas station, and we checked that out. Went down past the storage building. We came through shortcut, visited the new gas station, and you could see over here all the spawn points over here as well. So all these players you have a potential to run into right here at this gas station, which is why I mentioned this as being a choke point. Everybody's going to meet in this area here, trying to get to either the construction site or the dorms. From gas station, we ran over to the 2- and 3-story dorms. We came over to, I didn't show you the bus terminal. I guess I should have showed you the bus stop and bus terminal. But we came into the pit area, into the construction site. We ran it through Elbow, past the dead body, and we looked at RUAF roadblock. Showed you the South Bridge, the APC Bridge, the main bridge. We ran over and looked at Smuggler's Boat. We crossed the Junk Bridge, ran all the way into the Customs Building, and we ran down to Crossroads, and then over to Trailer Park Extra. A lot of different ways you can navigate this map. That was just one way. We kind of took the long way around everything. But it's a very good map. It has a lot of beginning quests on it. So it's a map you're going to have to learn to play this game. You're going to have to get very familiar with. If not, you're going to dial out to players that know where you're spawning and they know where you're going to come from. And you're not going to know they're watching for you. They're knowing where you're coming from already. So again, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. And again, you can also check out the first video in the series, which kind of just goes over that map again. So that's all we have. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.